Chapter 1. The Come Up. The notorious Conor McGregor is easily one of the biggest rags to riches to complete downward spiral stories anyone has ever heard of. Born in Crumlin, Dublin, Conor McGregor grew up in a gritty working-class neighborhood. His early life was far from glamorous, marked by modest beginnings and limited opportunities. Before his ascent into MMA stardom, McGregor worked as an apprentice plumber, a job he openly despised. But even during those bleak days, he harbored an unshakable dream of greatness. A major factor that set McGregor apart was his belief in the law of attraction. He frequently spoke about how he visualized every aspect of his success, championship belts, money, and fame, long before they became a reality. In interviews, McGregor said,
"If you can see it here, and you have the courage enough to speak it, it will happen.
If you can see it here, and you have the courage to speak it, it will happen." This mindset became his trademark, not just in fighting, but as part of his charismatic public persona. LA MMA professional debut year was 2008, and he has been on the rise ever since. McGregor's fast-paced fighting tactics, even though switching left-footed and extremely destructive left-hand strikes fascinated fans as well as promoters. McGregor, by 2013, joined UFC, and to ensure a remarkable debut, he knocked out Marcus Brimage in the first round. 2 years later, McGregor received his stepping stone to new level of his activity, becoming the challenger to Jose Aldo for the featherweight title. In a 12-3 knockout, McGregor not only won the belt, but he did so faster than anyone else in UFC history, by knocking out his opponent in the span of 13 seconds. It went on progressing and breaking records when he became the first fighter that held 2 weight categories to become belt holder of the lightweight category, after beating Eddie Alvarez in 2016. Yet, as he reached the pinnacle of success, McGregor's life quickly turned into one of the biggest rags to riches to rollercoaster stories the sports world has ever seen. Throughout this period, McGregor's relentless self-belief and outspoken personality made him a global phenomenon. His quotes about visualization, success, and hard work inspired millions. Yet, behind the confidence and achievements, subtle signs of the controversies to come were beginning to emerge. McGregor's meteoric rise was fueled by the law of attraction, but as his fame grew, so did the seeds of controversy that would later consume him. Chapter 2. The beginning of the downfall. From the king of MMA to the center of controversy, where did Conor McGregor's cracks begin to show? The turning point in McGregor's career came in 2018 with his highly anticipated fight against Khabib Nurmagomedov. Dubbed as one of the biggest grudge matches in UFC history, this wasn't just about the championship, it was deeply personal. McGregor's relentless trash-talking leading up to the fight included cultural and religious insults directed at Khabib. When they finally met in the octagon, McGregor was outclassed. Khabib dominated the fight, finishing it in the 4th round with a neck crank. The drama didn't stop there. A chaotic post-fight brawl erupted as Khabib leaped out of the cage to attack McGregor's team, while McGregor himself was targeted by members of Khabib's camp. The incident painted an ugly picture of the sport and hinted at McGregor's unraveling under pressure. More problems started arising outside the octagon. As for McGregor, in 2019, material appeared that the fighter himself beat an old man in a bar in Dublin. The reason? The man declined a glass of McGregor's Proper 12 whiskey. This moment caused him to become a meme of sorts and fueled the notion of him as a violent man, further propelling him into the fame. During this time, McGregor's activity on social media platforms also escalated. Some of the things he was posting included inflammatory statements that he would later on delete his tweets. These posts varied from plain insults to vague and some sort of enigmatic messages that made his fans question his mentality. Legal issues added on a loss to the image of McGregor as a performer. In 2018, he shockingly threw a chair at a bus with fighters during UFC event, which led to several persons being hurt. Such resulted in legal cases and a temporary trial. What was once interpreted as the rage of a competitor was gradually becoming a dangerous and destructive behavior. As McGregor's controversies mounted, his fighting career suffered. The man who once inspired millions with his law of attraction ethos now seemed to be attracting chaos, not success. McGregor's loss to Khabib marked a turning point, but the controversies outside the octagon were the real punches to his legacy. Chapter 3. The dissolve of Conor McGregor, infidelity, legal troubles, and controversies. How did Conor McGregor's empire crumble to dust? In recent years, McGregor's life has been marred by scandal after scandal. Despite being engaged to Dee Devlin, his longtime partner and the mother of his children, reports of infidelity have plagued his public image. Paparazzi photos and social media posts revealed his alleged affairs, painting a picture of a man whose personal life was unraveling. Such allegations were accompanied by reports of their drug-related activities and bizarre public conduct. While once viewed as perfectionist, determinate, and H-shaped athlete, McGregor was now a symbol of overindulgence and carelessness. His action made many fans to frown and doubt if he was living to the principles he had in his early stage of career. Several major retailers, including Tesco, SuperValu, Spar, Centra, and Costco, have decided to stop selling Proper 12 Irish whiskey, citing its controversial association with Conor McGregor. This move signaled a significant blow to McGregor's business empire, further amplifying the financial and reputational fallout from his controversies. His most recent controversy came only last week, 18th November 2024, a rape trial with a Dublin woman, where he was found guilty and ordered to pay over €250,000 his fiancée was seen crying, leaving the courtroom, while Dee herself is worth upwards of $30 million. Throughout his rise, McGregor credited the law of attraction for his achievements. He often spoke about visualizing success in vivid detail, from championship belts to the roar of the crowd. But in recent years, this philosophy seemed to turn against him. Instead of attracting greatness, McGregor found himself at the center of relentless controversies that chipped away at his empire. His legacy, once defined by grit, determination, and charisma, now stands as a cautionary tale of how fame and fortune can lead to self-destruction. The fighter who once seemed unstoppable in the octagon now faces battles far more challenging, those within himself. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, make sure to like this video to support our work. Got thoughts about Conor's rise, controversies, or current state? Drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your take on this polarizing figure. And if you're into deep dives like this one, subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more fascinating stories. Your support keeps us going. Thanks for watching.